Good morning. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and a brand new day is just beginning at the magical Cinderella castle. The sun peeked over Cinderella's castle, painting the sky with golden light, and Goofy was already up, bouncier than ever. He just couldn't wait to start his day. Bowing, he bounced into his green hat, his favorite one, and hopped right out the door, greeting a cheerful bluebird who chirped a happy tune just for him. "Gosh, it's a super bouncy day!" Goofy exclaimed, stretching his arms wide and grinning from ear to ear. Goofy bounced down Main Street, his floppy ears flapping with every hop. He spotted Mickey, who was already up and watering his bright, colorful flowers, making the street look extra cheerful. "Hiya, Goof, you sure are bouncy today!" Mickey laughed, waving his watering can. "Are you practicing for the Tigger bouncing contest, or is it just a super special day?" "Nope, I just feel like today's a big adventure day." Goofy grinned, his eyes sparkling with excitement. He could feel something wonderful in the air. Suddenly, Pluto bounded up, tail wagging like a little flag with a sparkly invitation clutched in his mouth. He looked so proud to be the special delivery dog. Goofy carefully took the invitation and read aloud. "You are invited to the Great Pajama Parade tonight at the castle. Don't be late." The words shimmered with excitement. Goofy's eyes went wide with surprise and delight. "A pajama parade! I need the silliest, bounciest pajamas in all of Disney World," he declared, already imagining all the fun he'd have. Mickey chuckled. "Every day's an adventure with you, pal. Even bedtime. I can't wait to see what pajamas you pick." Goofy paused, tapping his chin thoughtfully. Bedtime? An adventure? He wondered aloud, imagining all the possibilities a nighttime parade could bring. With a big bouncy leap, Goofy, Mickey, and Pluto set off together towards Cinderella's castle, ready for a day and night full of surprises and magical adventures. "Pajamas! Pajamas! I need my pajamas!" Goofy announced, his voice echoing through the halls of his funny crooked house as he darted from room to room, searching high and low. He flung open his closet. Whoomp! Out tumbled fishing rods, a tuba, and a giant yo-yo, but not a single pajama in sight. Socks flew through the air, and a rubber boot bounced across the floor. "Gosh, this is a pickle," he muttered to a rubber chicken who stared back with a blank, squeaky expression. Goofy scratched his head, wondering if his pajamas had grown legs and wandered off on their own. His favorite rocket ship pajamas were missing. The hanger where they usually hung was empty, and the bed was just as pajama-less as the closet. Just then, Chip and Dale arrived in detective hats, magnifying glass in hand, ready for action. They looked every bit the part of clever, pint-sized detectives. "We heard you have a pajama-sized problem," squeaked Dale, his eyes twinkling with excitement at the thought of a new case. Goofy explained about the parade and his missing pajamas, his voice full of worry. The parade was tonight, and he simply couldn't march without his lucky rocket ship pajamas. Chip pulled out a tiny notebook. "When did you last see them?" he asked, jotting down every detail with his tiny pencil. Goofy thought hard, scratching his chin. "Last night, I dreamed I flew to Mars for a picnic with an alien. We ate green cheese sandwiches and bounced on the red rocks." The chipmunk scribbled notes furiously. This was shaping up to be a real Rescue Rangers case, and they were determined to solve it before the big parade. "Let's retrace your steps," Chip declared, his voice full of confidence. "We'll find those pajamas, no matter where they've blasted off to." The mystery of the missing pajamas was officially on. Clues could be anywhere, and every nook and cranny would need to be searched. Goofy, Chip, and Dale set off, determined to crack the case, their detective gear at the ready and their eyes peeled for any sign of pajama mischief. The adventure was getting curiouser and curiouser, with every step leading them deeper into the whimsical world of the Great Pajama Parade mystery. The trio retraced Goofy's steps, starting in Fantasyland. They searched under boats and behind singing flowers. No pajamas, but a happy hippo wiggled its ears. Next stop, Tomorrowland. "My pajamas have rockets. Maybe they went to Space Mountain," Goofy guessed. The friendly robot beeped. "No pajamas cleared for launch, but I saw something sparkly by the cotton candy stand." They followed a glittery trail to a pink cloud of cotton candy. Stuck to the machine was a tiny piece of blue fabric with a red rocket ship. "A clue!" Dale squeaked, inspecting a sticky fingerprint. Someone who loves sweet treats and is very messy, Chip deduced. Goofy, Chip and Dale exchanged knowing looks. Only one friend fit that description. "To the 100-acre wood," Goofy declared. The case of the missing pajamas was stickier than ever. Their next stop, Winnie the Pooh. They found Pooh Bear by his honey tree, paws sticky and sleepy-eyed. Goofy showed him the pajama fabric. "Did you borrow my rocket ship pajamas, Pooh?" Pooh nodded. "I dreamed I was a bee and needed a flying suit for honey. Sorry, Goofy." The pajamas were left by the wash tubs, now sticky with honey. Daisy Duck strolled by with laundry. "Sticky pajamas? I can help." She led them to bubbly wash tubs. Time for a pajama bath. Everyone scrubbed and sang. Scrub-a-dub-dub, pajamas in the tub. Bubbles flew everywhere. Pop! And soon the pajamas sparkled. They hung them to dry in the sun. The great pajama parade was saved. Sometimes cleaning up is the best part of the adventure. With pajamas drying, Goofy remembered. "Mickey said bedtime is an adventure too. What's next?" Donald waddled over holding a shiny blue toothbrush. "Time to brush your teeth." But Goofy's toothbrush was missing. "Not another mystery," he groaned. Donald grinned. "It's a treasure hunt. I hid everyone's toothbrushes." The first clue. "Bouncy, trouncy, flouncy, pouncy." Tigger. Tigger pointed to a box under a log. Goofy's toothbrush and a clue. A grey donkey with a pink bow. "Eeyore." They found Eeyore, who sighed. "My tail was pinned with a toothbrush. Thanks for noticing." The final clue. "I have no voice, but I tell stories. I have leaves, but I'm not a tree." "A book!" Goofy shouted. At Owl's house, the last toothbrush marked his page. Everyone found their toothbrush treasure. Now they were ready to get sparkly clean for the parade. Bedtime adventures were full of surprises. Pajamas on, teeth brushed, the sun set, and stars twinkled above. "It's almost time," whispered Mickey. He pointed to the second star to the right. Tinkerbell zipped down in a trail of pixie dust. She didn't speak, but everyone knew. It was story time. They gathered on the grass, Goofy in his clean rocket ship pajamas. Tinkerbell painted pictures in the air. Pirate ships, Peter Pan, flying children, mermaids, and the Lost Boys. The pixie dust swirled, sparkling with magic. Everyone felt calm and cozy as the story unfolded. Goofy yawned, Pooh snored, and even Tigger sat still, mesmerized. Tinkerbell's gentle story was the perfect end to a big day. The magic of bedtime was all around. Friends, stories, and stars. What more could you need? The night was full of wonder. Tinkerbell finished her story with a sparkling goodnight kiss, sending a swirl of magic through the air. The gentle glow of her fairy dust floated down, wrapping everyone in a warm, sleepy feeling. Her voice lingered like a lullaby, making the night feel extra special. With a twinkle in her eye, she waved goodbye and flew back to the stars, leaving a trail of shimmering light behind her. The sky sparkled as if it was winking goodnight to everyone below. The world was quiet, crickets chirping softly and Pooh snoring gently on the grass. The moonlight made everything look peaceful and calm, as if the whole world was tucking itself in for the night. "See, Goofy?" Mickey whispered with a sleepy smile. "Getting ready for bed is an adventure too. Every night brings a new story and every dream is a journey." The castle glowed with soft golden lights. It was time for the great pajama parade. The windows twinkled and the towers sparkled like stars, inviting everyone to join in the fun. But this parade was quiet and sleepy, friends walking hand in hand under the stars. Their pajamas were cozy and their footsteps were soft, making the night feel even more magical. At the castle, they found piles of fluffy pillows and blankets on the grass, ready for everyone to snuggle in. It was like a giant, cozy picnic just for bedtime. Minnie handed out warm milk to all her friends. "The best parades end with everyone tucked in tight," she said, her voice as gentle as a hug. The milk tasted sweet and made everyone feel safe and sleepy. Everyone snuggled under blankets, gazing at the glowing castle. The soft lights made the night feel magical, and the friends felt lucky to be together. It felt like a magical sleepover, with laughter and whispers floating through the air. The castle watched over them like a gentle guardian. Goofy smiled at his friends. Mystery solved, songs sung, treasure found, and stories shared. He felt proud of their bedtime adventure and happy to be surrounded by friends. Bedtime really was the best adventure, full of giggles, dreams, and the promise of tomorrow's fun. Clean, cozy, and calm, surrounded by pals, everyone felt safe and loved. The night was peaceful, and hearts were full. As Goofy's eyes closed, he dreamed of bouncing to the moon in his rocket ship pajamas. Good night, Disney World. May your dreams be as magical as this cozy castle.